think that's live. I think we're good. Okie dokie. Get up high, close enough. Okay. Hey everyone. Y'all come on in. Okay. Let me get us on here. Okay. Well, here we are. Okay. Hey, Tracy. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Janet. I'm hot today. It's hot today. I did some yard work today because it was trash day, so tomorrow. So I had a big branch that was kind of stuck in my tree. It wasn't totally detached from when we had the hurricane. So I decided that would be my mission today. And so yeah, I twisted it, and I mean, you know, it's huge. It was huge. So it was all the way to beyond the ground. Yeah, it was in the 80s here. And so I just kept twisting it until it finally came loose. And then, you know, then I had this big branch I didn't know what to do with. So I dragged it up to the street and just started cutting the smaller branches off of it till, you know, it's somewhat manageable. I couldn't cut the big one. I just said, forget it. Maybe, I mean, my neighbor might feel bad and come out with his chainsaw, but I doubt it. I did enough. Anyway, I mean, you know, it was about this thick, the thickest part of it. So it was a pretty good, maybe about 14 feet long. It was a pretty big branch that I pulled out. But, you know, it wasn't all dead. I mean, it hadn't finished dying off, but I did get it out. It wasn't safe like it was. It was 64. Well, that's a heat spell for you, isn't it? Hey, Joanne. So, tonight, we're going to use a paper. This one's done by, the Crafty Basket case, y'all. And so I thought it was really pretty, you know. It's a rooster with roses and all, so it's real pretty. I think I'm going to use this larger size. I don't, you know, if we put this on here, it doesn't, it's just going to take up the whole thing. So I'm not going to do that one. I think we'll use this one. And that'll give us like a frame. So this came from Michael's, but it was in their clearance. It's one of their Make Market plaques. I guess they were $9.99. I got it for $3. So I know, doesn't she have some pretty ones? Oh my gosh, there's a bunny with it. I almost did that one today, but I was like, let's do something other than a bunny. But there's a bunny that has an Easter bonnet on, that has eggs and stuff, and it's got all greens and different colors in it. Absolutely gorgeous. The bunny is very realistic looking, and you know, that's my kind of thing. Like, I would love to get a full-size version of her, like in her dress and all. Yeah, she does some beautiful stuff. So this one really appealed to me. So I printed it out twice in case I want to take part of this and use it to fill in some. Because we can move it over to one side, or we could put it towards the middle. And then, like, I was thinking, like, if I put this in here, that would, like, complete that rose. And the same thing, if you put this one, like, there, it would kind of complete that rose. And those are the only things that are hanging over that would matter, other than just doing a, you know, a background. Hi, Sandy. Well, yeah, I could run out of memory on my phone if I loaded up everything I liked. You know, and anyway, I'm going to go ahead and water cut this, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the second one. We can either use parts of it or don't. You know, I mean, that's the good part about when you do a digital print. You can, yeah, we have water in there. I don't know why it's not coming out. There we go. You can print it more than once. And my, my rice paper came today from everywhere. So, I'm talking about the phone. You know how, well, I already have a problem when I want to do a pre-recorded video. I have to delete stuff in order to do it. But, so if I just keep downloading people's, or, you know, saving all their pretty free digitals, I use up all my phone memory storage. So I don't want to do that, but there's some pretty, she has some pretty stuff, that's for sure. And I have one, I'm not sure where it came from. It's a little girl bunny, and she's dressed in clothes, but I don't know, maybe Tracy, maybe you sent her to me. I don't know. A picture of her. I tried to figure out where she came from today, because I'm just, I'm trying to put, like, the initials on stuff so I don't forget, you know, where I got this stuff, because it's easy to get it all mixed up, and then you don't credit the right people with it. That's not good. That's why I've got to get the computer set up so I can do files and put things in, you know, their own files. You're afraid to delete them. Yeah, I don't like to delete. I'll delete some of my photos because I take a bunch of them when I take pictures of things every night. And then I edit them and decide which one looks the best. So, you know, I don't mind getting rid of some of those and just keep it in one. But it's hard sometimes. And then, you know, I have some videos of my grandkids and stuff. I don't really want to delete those because, I mean, even though they're not very long, they're cute. I still laugh when I watch them. What are you saying? Show her. Oh, this is the chicken. Well, you can't do that with my phone, apparently. But I did order one to see if it'll work. It said it would, but I have not found one that did yet. I do have a computer that has nothing on it right now because I hadn't figured out exactly what programs to put on it. I need to because that's what's holding me up. I am just debating on things, and I need to go ahead and do some things on it. I brought it over to my parents' house, but I didn't have time when my brother came over to, when I was there, to have him help me with it. So we didn't do that. What did I do with the, there it is. Wow, it was windy today. I mean, you could tell it was March. I went outside and like I couldn't control my hair. It's just going every which way in my face. Everything was blowing all over the place. It was like crazy amount of wind. We didn't get the rain like north of us. They did get rain, but we didn't get any. So I'm kind of glad I didn't put my fertilizer out because it would definitely have killed off the grass. I put that weed and feed on. It's got to get rained in good. And I'm not one for going out and using the sprinkler, so. Or the hose. Easier for you to watch now? I know before it wasn't at a good time, was it? I forgot. Y'all don't change time, do you? You stay the same. Like, I don't like this time change because it seems like it takes, the days are so long. And like, they've done studies on this, and every time there's a time change like this, it causes more accidents, more people have heart attacks, and all kinds of things go on. So I'm like, why do y'all people do this? It doesn't make sense to me. Because really, the days are longer anyway right now because of, you know, they're just going to keep getting longer. So then it's almost 10 o'clock in the summer when it finally gets dark here, y'all. I guess the further north you go, the later it is when it gets dark, right? I mean, up near the Arctic, it's daylight all day. I mean, it's day and night. So I'm just taking some pieces of this that I might want of the second chicken. I think it's a rooster. It has a comb on its head, but it's awfully pretty. It looks more like a girl, but it's a boy. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. Let's see if that'll, and it will. See, that kind of, yeah, that looks like, that's gonna look like all one piece, y'all. Like the whole rose. That will be cool. And then we'll just blend the rest of it out. Okay, then we're going to do this the same way. What are you doing? Oh, wow. Your 58th anniversary. Oh, awesome. Okay. What are you doing? Let me pick this up and get this one off of here. This is another like flower rose. No, I'm not really worried about the other parts. We can blend them. I just wanted to kind of get the, oh, let me take this off. I print out some more digital deco designs too. There were some more cute bunnies that I printed out, and background too. Okay, so I think I was thinking this could go kind of like that. Yep. And that would finish out that one. Yeah, that works pretty good. I didn't do anything about this. Maybe we should, just to be cohesive. I think I got a thick thread here in my paper. Oh, the voice is on. What kind of food did y'all have? Sandy? with purple. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. Check digital, I think it might be Digital Deco Designs. If not, it might have been Tattered Designs that had some. I know I saw some somewhere in purple. Okay. So this is already white, so I'm not going to paint it, y'all. It's white. So I'm just going to go ahead and decoupage this down. I don't see any reason to paint this. We'll be painting all around it. Seafood, gumbo, and broiled trout. I haven't had gumbo in a long time. Of course, when I have it, it can't have the heat in it at all. It has to be extra mild. I've gotten to where, you know, like I used to like shells, but they don't have much of a menu. And if you can't eat hot food, you know, like spicy hot, there's not much. And I'm like, that's not even right. I mean, a lot of people can't eat spicy food. Yes, I have a cat. Hi, Lisa. She's not up here at the moment. She was up here a minute ago. She comes and goes. I do have the cat. Yep. Skyla is her name. I hope the garbage people pick up that big limb I put out there, because I mean I did do it all today because I thought they might pick it up in the morning, but you never know. Sometimes they're persnickety about that stuff. But I got it as small as I could. Yeah, well, you know, I've been to Louisiana. It's hard to find something I can eat. It is. I mean, like, I have to go, can you do it, like, is this coming from a big pot, or can you just make mine? Because I don't want any chilies or jalapenos or hot peppers. I can't have them. I mean, y'all can always add heat to stuff. You know, like, you can always add the pepper. But you can't take it out. Once you put it in, it's in there. I mean, I used to love those Bang Bang shrimp. Yeah, me either. I have that acid reflux, among other things, and it's just a nightmare. I mean, I used to love the Bang Bang shrimp at Bonefish, but one night they decided they didn't like me about 3 o'clock at night, and that was not a good thing. Let me tell you, I was pretty sick, and I was like, that's it. I just can't do it anymore. Not a good thing. Yeah, I told my doctor I can get acid reflux from water. It's that bad. Okay, that went together really, really well, y'all. Look at this. Look how cute that looks. See that? That just made that, you know, finished off. I'm going to do it over here too. Up here. I'm going to put a piece. Hi, Jan. Whew. So let's see how we want this. Okay, it's got to come down to here. Okay. We got that one on too. Completes that rose there. That's good. And we got one more piece down here. This is fine. I don't have to worry about it. Kind of looks like lace, but I can fudge that. I'll just sort of put this in like that. Hi, Mary. Well, thanks for stopping in, Lisa. Sorry the cat wasn't up here. She may come again when you have time to come on. You never know what she feels like doing. All right, I'm going to dry this before I trim it. Hey, Janet, we know it. We all have that problem. Sometimes it won't post, and then all of a sudden you got like a whole bunch of the same thing comes out. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna. This is kind of. Maybe it's time for me to change this. Go to a new blade, I think. Let's do that. That one looks kind of dull. So I'm going to take my pliers here and we're just going to pinch that off. Didn't really do like I wanted it to. Let's see if I can cut it off at an angle. Okay, we got it that time. Okay. So I'm just going to trim these off. Right at the edge of the frame. I'm kind of thinking the frame should be kind of like maybe gray and brownish, like a stain, sort of like barnwood, you know? What do y'all think? Okay, we got that piece. I don't know how that Crafty Basket Case lady does so many printables. I mean, she does crafts too. You know, she crafts a lot. I'm like, I don't know. I think if I could do those digital digital prints, I would probably be doing that. I mean, because it just seems like, I mean, there's no end to what you could do with it, you know? There's so many things. You know, you can print, you can even get, you can get that, the stuff like you can make, to put on clothes, you know, like a, the iron-on stuff. You can get that and print from your printer with, I mean, and you can get those water slide transfer things. I mean, it's just endless what you could do with them. If you knew how to, you know, make them. All the possibilities. Okay, that's, I think that turned out pretty cute. So we're gonna paint these sides and the frame. So that's the next step, is getting these sides painted in, I think. So I think I'm gonna use this cream puff and some of that gray and a little bit of that chai latte from Paint Pixie. If you had lace, you could put lace in this too. I mean, I just don't, I didn't see any like fat lace that I liked. I would, if I had some cotton lace, you know, like crocheted lace, that would be pretty with this. Real pretty with it. Yeah, you love having a printer, a color printer. Hey, Jacqueline. We're doing a rooster today. So pretty, we think it's chicken. So I'm fixing to work on the background. This is what we have so far. So I'm gonna go along here with this first, and then we're gonna kind of dabble that white in. That cream puff, it's an off-white. This is chai latte from Paint Pixie, and I'm mixing a little bit of that gray Foggy Martini in with it too, to mimic the background color. Yes, I printed this one. It came from the Crafty basket case. Her page is full of free printables, y'all. I mean, just tons of them. And lots of Easter. And she had a couple of these fancy chicken roosters. And this is one of them that I liked. The other one was right with it too. It was kind of more of a patchwork look on the background. Real pretty colors. I wish I had brought that bunny over here to show y'all. She has on a hat, and it looks like, you know, it's very realistic looking, the rabbit is. It's just her head. And she has on a hat with eggs, and I think it has some flowers. And there's a lot of green in it. Anyway, she's so pretty. Put on your Easter bonnet. Okay, so this side has more of a pinkish look to it. So I'm going to use some of this cotton candy here. Mix in with these colors. So we can kind of get, I think it's going to be some of this and some of that pink. And then I'll go back in with a smaller brush and use that to make it look kind of lacy. This isn't even wet, y'all. I printed quite a bit of stuff because I've been without, I mean, I was down to one sheet of rice paper, and I used it yesterday. So today I started printing stuff. I couldn't wait any longer. So I made up for lost time printing stuff. Smaller one here. Yeah. Yes, she would. This would look really awesome in a retro pink kitchen. If I ever move and have to do a kitchen, like from scratch, I would do it, because now you can get the brand new appliances that look like the retro, and you know, so it can look really cool but be very efficient. And they have the stoves, really cool looking ones. I would definitely, I think it would be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and you'd have to have one of those clocks with that's a cat with the tail that wags back and forth. You know, one of those like 50s. Oh yes. Well, I have a lot of prints too. Thanks to Janet. I have a lot of paper. And yet, I'm still wanting to print more. That's how it is. Y'all know. Y'all know. There's always something else. always. I did get a shower curtain for the my guest bath if I ever when I get ready to redo it. I bought the shower curtain already. I mean, I need to get started on it. But it's got those 50s, you know, those skinny, funny looking cats. They have kind of angular faces. It's really cute. I got it, I think it was off of Zazzle. And it's really pretty colors too. Aquas and pinks. So all my fixtures are gray, so I can use just about anything I want to jazz up the area. So anyway, I thought it would be fun to do that one that way. Just by putting that shower curtain in there. It's the only bathroom I have that doesn't have doors. You know, like shower doors and stuff. So I was like, I could do it. These colors are going in pretty good, I think. Matching up really good to what's going on in the picture. And then we're going to take a little brush and make it look kind of like lace. I might want to just put some greens down there. I think I have it. Let's get, maybe we should dry it and then I'll put little brushes. Well, that was a quick call. She must not have been available. Okay, I'm gonna put a little white. This is really white, so. Okay. It's pretty thick too, so I'm gonna add a little wear to it. Oop, I'm gonna squirt it myself, y'all. It was a frames mold. I didn't see it, you know, I was out working in the yard a good bit. And also I slept a lot today. Like, I don't know. I got up at 10. And I went back to sleep before noon and slept till 4, yeah. And then I went outside and worked in the yard. It was really, I don't know why I'm so tired, y'all. This is ridiculous. Really ridiculous. But okay, so I'm just putting little dabs of off-white and white in here to kind of emulate like a lacy look. It's not really defined, it's just sort of an illusion, I guess. And we're just going to go on here and do that in a couple of areas too, where it's where the lace goes down to the edge. Okay. That one's even bigger. Okay. when I did this side of the background, I kind of mixed that chai latte and the cotton candy and some of the cream puff together. So this will look like kind of like lace over those colors. They're all kind of blended in. Yes, it would. You could stencil. If you, yeah. And I probably have a lace stencil, but I don't know where it is right now. That would have been pretty if you have a lace stencil to just put on the side. Put your background colors on and then just stencil the lace in. Would be pretty. So did anybody work on crafts today? You could do that too. That would be a good idea. Yep. Did I use this one? Yeah, I guess I did. Oh, I didn't bring over my water. Okay. Yep, you can put a piece down. That would probably do really well. I think this is gonna give us a faux lacy look. Okay, now I want to put some, got to do some green down here. Maybe this will be the right color. This is that wild wasabi. this green. This is Cream de Menthe. Pink Pixie. So I need to do these like leaves, make them finish up down there. So we'll just come in with that. And that one. And I'll use have to maybe blend a little bit. Get that color. It's pretty good. And then I'll clean this off. Okay. Let me dry this. Okay, that did good. Okay. All right. Let me show ya. Let's look on. What do y'all think? Let's see. Okay, now I'm going to do this frame because we're not going to leave this frame this color. It didn't go at all. What did I just do? Here it is. All right, we'll use the gray and we'll use this color and a gray and this, and we'll just sort of wash them. I think I want to add some water so it's more like a stain. Okay, and we're just gonna go over it like this. We can wipe it back some, so you can kind of see some of that brown coming through. And it'll look more like a stain, like barnwood, old barnwood. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to go along this inside. I might need a little bit more of that brownish color. Yeah, I'll get a little bit more of this. Okay, that looks pretty good on the inside there. I'll just sort of blot it in. Have to do the outside of it too, but get the part that is showing first. And I'll see how that's. I like how it's blending. It's pretty good. So we'll come along here. those corners. Okay. It kind of picks up the gray that's in that rooster. Doing it this color makes the rooster pop more, I think. I might need a little bit more gray too in a minute. So I'm just sort of streaking it with gray and then streaking it with that chai latte. And then wiping it back. So you get some of the brown that's in the frame coming through too. So it's making a neat color. Now we gotta do the sides too, so. I might need more of this color soon. I've had it. I had it before I started doing Pink Pixie, but I like it, so I've used quite a bit of it. Okay, so we're gonna let's put a little water in it. Okay, I'm gonna go along this edge here. across this part. Okay, that's all the inside and the edges. You can see it. And I'm going to go along these same way. Same way. So I checked on my parents today. My mom did give my dad his shot. It's the first time she's ever had to do that. And I guess his arm is looking a little bit better. So they left the bandage off part of the day. Especially when he's just resting there in his chair. It's not going to bump on anything. So I'm kind of worried about it being MRSA though. You know, because he was in the hospital. I tell you what, they did not even change the dressing on that for 2 days. It was the 3rd day they changed it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And when they put a bandage on it, when he came in, like, they didn't do anything about it in the emergency room until he got up into his regular room. Where he took the skin off of his arm, and all they did was flush it with some saline and put a Band-Aid on it, like, or not a Band-Aid, but you know, a gauze thing, and wrap it. And they left it like that for 3 days. So when they took it off, it didn't look very good. And again, all they did was use some saline and wrap gauze around it again. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted, a French country look. French country cottage look. So I don't know, maybe that's all they do anymore, but when he went to, he doesn't know what they put on it at the doctor's office. They changed it to a regular, like one of those big patches, Band-Aids. But when I redressed it, I used the gauze and wrapped it, looked kind of loose so that it wouldn't be so tight on his arm. But I don't know. It looked like MRSA to me. Like, you know, it had bumps in it. And It shouldn't have bumps. So I was telling my mom, I said, I think when you dress it, I know he doesn't want you to put hydrogen peroxide on it, but I really think you need to, because that's like one of the only things that'll kill the MRSA. Well, you had the trigger finger before the dog bit you, or was this a different dog that bit you? Well, me either. I mean, I think they were very attentive to my parents when they were in there, you know, like they were good about bringing them coffee and something to drink and things like that. But I'm like, I couldn't believe how long they weren't changing that bandage every night, because that's a nasty wound. And it was pretty big. I mean, you know, we're talking about a gauze, you know, those gauze patches that are like that big. That's what is missing on his arm. That skin. Oh, she attacked the trainer. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sorry. Something was not right. I mean, she must have been really abused. That's sad. I mean, you know, because you were showing her a kindness and she still bit you, Tracy. There's something, you know. Something not right with that dog. I guess it, I mean, if she attacked the trainer, that's not good. I don't know. I don't think they could have rehomed her. You couldn't. I don't know. Whoever had her before ought to be checked out. I mean, it sounds like she was abused. I know, and that's what I'm telling my parents, and they're just, I don't know how to explain how they are, but they're just so bugging. I don't know how to express their ignorance is bliss attitude, I guess. You know, like, if I don't think so, it's not going to happen. And I'm like, well, we didn't think any of this was going to happen, but it did. We thought Dad was going to, you know, fall going into the garage from this utility room. I mean, he's done it for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? He's done that same step for 20 years. But for some reason, he fell that time, and he fell really bad. In a really bad way. I still can't figure. I have tried to reenact how he did it, you know, coming out of that, stepping down that step, and how did he skin his arm with the car in there, you know. I mean, I tried to figure the whole thing out, like how would you, you know, when you fell, then you went which way, and somehow you skint the right elbow, but you broke the right, you broke, okay, you skinned the right arm, but you broke the left pelvis in two places and the hip there, all in one area. And I just can't figure it out. Oh, that's true. That's true, Tracy. it is an odd behavior for her. She's a border collie, but still, they're not mean. My mother-in-law had one of those, and she was like the most docile dog. Her name was Annie, and that dog was so, I mean, she was so laid back. We never had to worry about her with the kids or anything. That's just weird. Something happened to that dog. Anyway, what do y'all think? Does it need something else? What about feathers? Y'all think it needs some feathers? I brought feathers. We'll see. Woo! That's kind of big, isn't it? Yeah, those border collies are, you know, laid back, sweet dogs. Annie was a really sweet dog. So I don't know. That's strange. That's kind of, I mean, like, makes you wonder if they, you know, if they dropped her on her head when she was a puppy or something went wrong with her somewhere. She was either neglected or abused or something. I mean, you know, some breeds are aggressive unless you train them not to be, but I don't think that they are. I mean, you couldn't have them you couldn't use them for a herding dog if they were very aggressive. They tear up your your cattle or sheep or whatever. Okay. All right, I think that's maybe inbred, or like I said, somebody abused her, or you know, maybe she had a birth defect, like, you know, in the head. I don't know. I mean, I would assume dogs can have you know, things wrong in their heads. Yes, I think so too, Tracy. It's sad. You like it like it is? The print is very colorful and busy, I think. Well, thank you. No bows or feathers, or bows and feathers, or flowers or anything. Okay, so y'all, this came from the Crazy Basket Case, and I'll put the link for her for this picture under the comments, because I think it should go straight to this picture, because I took the link off of her page. You know, if I was a better artist, I could do, you know, like tail feathers or something, but I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I would probably mess it up. I'd have to find tail feathers from something else. I don't know. The roses are stunning in it, though. So I think it came together really good. Thank y'all for joining me tonight, and hope y'all have a good evening and good Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah, today's just Monday, and I already got that branch down, y'all. I just have to finish trimming my hedges, and then I got to go around and do away with the vines again. I'm trying to get all this done before it actually is, 90-something degrees outside, because that would not be fun. So everybody, oh yeah, that's right. Be careful, Tracy, going to Ohio. Metal. Oh, like, some of that metal ribbon might have looked kind of cool going down there. It might have. Yes. Yes, I just, like if you click on the picture, then there's 3 dots up in the corner, up in the upper corner, upper right-hand corner, I believe it is. There's 3 dots, and so click that, and you can save it to your phone. That's what I do. I just save it to my phone, and then I go to my gallery and click on it and click print, and it prints them. So be safe, everybody. Be safe, Tracy, in your travels, and I'll try to see y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.